Welcome everybody to the Geek Out the Street podcast.
Yes.
Wow.
This video, these video segments are gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna be doing something kind of like shorter.
Yeah. A little bit
Um,
like the street news.
Geek Street News, sort of.
Yeah.
Oh, that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Geek
yeah.
Street News.
Welcome to Geek Street News.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to Geek Street News. It's been a year since we've done Geek Street News, I think.
Yeah, true
and,
that. Yeah.
and here we are. Yeah. So pretty much. Oh, well, we can't call it Geek Street News because we're gonna be doing some maybe we'll do about an episode or something. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that's not the point.
Yeah. Well,
We can call it that. We
Yeah.
call it whatever we want.
we'll do what we want.
It's our show.
Just watch.
Yeah. Yeah. Just watch.
It's good.
Yeah. So this week episode, we're gonna talk a little bit about this some trouble,
Yeah. The
Some-
kerfuffle.
some kerfuffle,
Yeah, going on.
kerfuffling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big words.
Yeah, a little bit of trouble on the Blade production.
Yeah.
yeah,
Unfortunately. Right.
yeah. According to a couple of articles,
Hmm.
there's some trouble on the production as far as the script.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, the script's a little short.
Mhm.
So for all the people out there in non-movie land, the script is 90 pages, which is 90 minutes roughly.
Yeah.
And there's 2 lackluster fight scenes.
Yeah.
In
that's
a
what they're
Blade
saying.
movie?
Right.
In
Yeah.
a Blade. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Blade movie.
Yeah.
Vampires, fighting.
Yeah.
Vampire on
Yeah,
vampire
yeah.
crime.
And they're
I was waiting to see how you're gonna finish that sentence.
and they're not good apparently.
Yeah,
Right.
and then lackluster is what they're saying. And
Yeah.
that's all according to this guy named Jeff Snyder. He is apparently an industry insider
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
reported pretty successfully on inside scoops of MCU stuff or movies in general. And he tweeted saying that 90 pages, 2 lackluster action sequences, and also actor Marshall Ali,
Mhm.
Cottonmouth himself. He's
from
Cottonmouth,
the
right?
yes, from the
Luke
Um,
Luke Cage.
Luke
Oh, Luke
Cage,
Cage.
yes.
thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Power Man's
Power
right.
Man.
That's who he is.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Yes.
He said they're saying he's a little
Maybe getting a little
frustrated
frustrated
with
it.
the back and forth of production.
Yeah,
What else?
said to be very frustrated with
Yeah.
the process.
Yeah.
I hope he's got enough sense not to bail, but
Yeah,
But
you know.
maybe he's
But-
frustrated because
Yeah.
he cares about
Maybe.
this
Yeah,
character.
exactly. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because to me, I feel like he could be a Hugh Jackman, like Hugh Jackman
Oh,
goes
I
to
see. I
Wolverine.
see.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is to Deadpool. He could absorb this role
Mhm.
from like Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
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 Because-
Wesley Snipes giving it giving him his blessings, seal of
Yeah,
approval kind of thing.
and,
Yeah.
and he's a good actor as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he could bring a kind of maybe a different layer to
Yeah,
it as
different
well.
element. Mhm.
Yeah,
And
that's,
I'm sure he's trying to have that,
Mhm.
but as we all know, or at least the people in this room know
Mhm.
about
Yeah.
MCU and their way of doing things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it doesn't really, not trying to be too serious with
Yeah.
this Blade series, which I kind of had some high hopes for.
yeah,
Yeah. Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
Had the
Blade's
opportunity to
great
be
character.
something different.
Mhm.
Different.
Yeah. But on top of that, too, even the director's gone.
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
and the
so
director's on this.
original
Big hit.
director.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Ba-
I'm gonna let you say his
Bassam
name.
Tariq. Bassam Tariq.
yeah.
He left
You say
production.
it.
Yeah, I'll let you mess it up. But he left just months after he signed on to take over or to be the
Mhm.
director.
Or months before production was supposed to start, right?
Is that
Or-
what it was?
Yeah,
I think it's
before
Did I,
before
did I read that
production,
wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I guess he signed up back in September of last year.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
so he's been working on it for a year.
Oh,
or
gotcha.
whatever.
And then decided to bail.
yeah.
So they're staying because I guess there's been a lot of changes in the production schedule, like
Mhm.
a lot of pushbacks and stuff. So they're saying he left because of scheduling because he couldn't stay on any longer because he had other
Okay.
requirements
okay.
or other obligations to
Right.
fill. But
That's what they say.
that's what they say.
Yeah.
But is this like how many directors have left an MCU production since then?
Mhm.
I know the Fantastic Four director left. I know Edgar Wright infamously left
yeah.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, right?
Yeah. And
They
yeah.
did what's his name from for Iron Man 2 or Iron Man
Oh, you're right. Favreau.
Favreau. Yes.
Yeah. Same.
Kinda
Yeah.
did him dirty.
Mhm. Right.
He had a
I think Sam Raimi came on to direct Multiverse a little bit later. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he was tapped a little bit later than expected. So,
Mhm.
so yeah, a lot of that was a little too much of a coincidence. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
I mean-
like they're not giving the directors the freedom to
Mhm.
actually do things, which
Yeah.
is weird because they gave Taka
Yeah,
It
right.
seems
They gave
like
him
a pretty
complete
good
freedom.
to do
yeah,
whatever he wanted, and
Mhm.
look how that turned out.
yeah. His vision aligned
Yeah.
with the MCU's
What they wanted, though.
vision.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and he was just like, you know what? Let's just not have any respect for any of these
Yeah,
characters,
Yeah, yeah,
and let's
yeah.
make it as funny as possible because we don't care about those.
and fun as
Yeah.
funny in his opinion.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, as we
It's
could.
just like stupid and manic is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah.
Mhm.
And we all know that Tucker is very, 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 very much capable of doing better.
He's very
Mhm.
capable of making a good film because I've seen it before.
Yeah. Right.
See a number of them before.
So
Yeah.
he's better than that, and yet, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So yeah, so a lot of issues with the Blade thing. So
Yeah. What are the theories on
Yeah.
yeah.
like how like what happened in the
Mhm.
first place? Like, okay, so one, I guess maybe does it all go back to the script? The script was so bad they had to throw it out, or
Because I wonder, like, cause like I don't like know the huge process, but how much did Mahershala Ali know about the actual storyline before he signed on? Did he know the entire script before he's like, yeah, I'm good with that, or did they just kind of give him a pitch and he was like, oh, that sounds kind of cool, yeah, I'm excited to see where that goes. I'll play Blade.
I want
then
to
saw a
say
script
I
and was like,
think
oh.
I think he was the one that pitched the idea of doing Blade in the first place. Like I
Oh.
think he approached Marvel and said,
Mhm.
you know, I want to do a Blade movie and I want to star in it. Essentially, I think he was one that kind of got that ball rolling.
Yeah.
At least according to some of the articles I read, that he
Oh,
was one
okay.
that got that ball rolling. So
So then it would make sense that he'd be frustrated, quote unquote.
Yeah.
We don't
Mhm.
know. Like he could be frustrated with the way the script.
Maybe
came
that's
out.
not what his
Mhm.
vision was for
Yeah.
Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's always a bad sign. If you've
Mhm.
got to start doing rewrites and you're bringing in different directors, that's
Yeah.
always a bad sign of
Mhm.
you're not getting something creative. You're not getting something that somebody's really passionate about anyway. Especially if you're trying to drag somebody in at the last minute to rewrite a script.
Yeah.
You would think you would want someone that's got some sort of love for the material. They've
Mhm.
always had it, and they've always had that idea that they want
Yeah.
to, pitch or write or bring to life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I honestly feel like Marshall Ali is trying to make this into a good movie,
Yeah.
like a good, like to the comics. Like he wants to portray this,
Mhm.
Blade as a really good,
Yeah.
like he wants a good adaptation.
And then
Yeah.
like an actor of his caliber,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
don't just
think
jump in.
wouldn't just jump
Yeah,
into something that would just be a throwaway movie,
Mhm,
exactly.
mhm.
Yeah, or with a good paycheck. I feel like I don't know anything about him really,
Right.
other
Yeah.
than some of the really good movies he's done. So I don't know. Maybe it's not going where he wants it to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clearly.
Mhm.
Another thing, still on topic a little bit, but with Kevin Feige, right? So I guess there are some rumors floating around that maybe he is being spread too thin.
Oh yeah, I
Maybe
saw that as
he's
well.
maybe
Mhm.
he's
Yeah.
trying to do too much. I heard he may be working on a Star Wars project.
Yeah.
He's got everything going on in the
Why?
MCU.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
why?
know.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Why-
you got he's already dealing
Yeah.
with a lot. I will
Mhm.
admit that there is a lot that's out from the
Yeah.
MCU. There's a lot
Yeah.
that they're putting out.
I can't imagine the pressure he has to have to handle all of that stuff, and
Right,
to
right.
and to phase 1, 2, and 3 are what they are.
Yeah.
They're revolutionary,
Right.
for
Exactly. Yeah.
for the genre, and it's changed film, it's changed superheroes,
Yeah.
it's done a lot, and
Mhm.
it took some thought to do that and to
Right.
execute the right way.
And it succeeded,
Yeah.
whether
Yeah.
you like them or not, or
Yeah.
the movies, whether you like them or not, it succeeded. I mean, it's
Mhm.
financially successful, it's popular, worldwide. So,
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
it's definitely changed the way movies are being made,
Absolutely, yeah.
for better or for worse.
Mhm.
Yeah, that too,
it's
right?
Yeah.
different.
Mhm.
We've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
You know,
So I can't imagine the gamble it had to take
Mhm.
for him to put this all together, and for him to like have to, and it's getting bigger, it's expanding,
yeah.
not getting better, but getting bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
that's-
right.
and that's the problem that we're
Mhm.
at right now, right?
Yeah.
Where before we had like 5 movies that we knew or 4 movies, I don't remember, that
Yeah.
we're gonna cross over at some point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like all the main characters are gonna cross over at some point. And it was at a time I feel like you could focus on just those movies.
Yeah.
Fast forward to today, right? Like what, 10 years now?
Yeah.
Plus?
A little
10
over.
years
Yeah.
plus. and now we're getting movies plus TV shows,
Yeah.
VFX. I mean, Kevin Feige's not the only one being spread thin. I feel like these VFX artists are
Oh
just,
yeah.
it's almost like the same thing.
Mhm.
Now not only do you have to do all these shows and all these movies,
Yeah.
right? The budget is like up here. The
Mhm.
shows cost just as much as the movies.
Yeah.
So now you have to put the quality into all of them,
Mhm.
and now there's too many of them. So now
Mm.
now we're getting quantity. We're not getting quality anymore.
Yeah.
And like it sucks. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna the bigger this whole thing gets, the
Right.
worse it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Because we're getting too many shows, too many
Right.
movies,
Yeah.
and we're not getting quality.
Yeah. That's
So,
true. Yeah.
and I feel
That-
like that's why phase 1 and 2 and 3 were just better than
Oh yeah,
4.
definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
overall,
3
yeah.
especially. I feel like that
really kind of. I feel like they kind of had it figured out.
yeah,
Like
they peaked and then that's where it started to go down,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
And then 4 is just like
Yeah, I don't know if
dumpster
with
pile.
4 they're trying to chase the success or they're riding the success. They're
Mhm.
like, oh, that was so great, we can do whatever we want now. We can throw all this crap out here,
But
and
this
they're
is-
gonna eat it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just throw as much as we
Right,
can.
right.
Yeah.
Not let's make something great or something
Yeah. No quality,
revolutionary.
yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
if you watch it and you're thinking like, oh well, the movies they do now are just as good, if not better,
Mm-hmm.
than Phase 3 or 2. You're not paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you're really not.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's getting bad. It's
Yeah.
getting worse.
Yeah.
The writing is worse.
Mhm.
The quality is worse, and they're pushing a bunch of stuff. It's not
Mhm.
working.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you
if
gotta
you
get rid of
enjoy it,
projects.
great. I mean, if you're watching these movies and you're having a
Yeah.
good time with it, that's 100% cool. Because I do know people that liked Doctor Strange, that did
Mhm.
like Thor, that
Mhm.
I don't know anybody liked Eternals, unfortunately, but yeah, there are people that are enjoying those movies. So if you are enjoying it, that's cool that you're enjoying it. That's good. I'm glad
Yeah.
somebody is enjoying it. But really, just like you were saying, the quality isn't there.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
at the level.
And it does like that checks out in a way. If I use too spread thin,
Yeah.
it's showing all
Yeah.
these shows are spread thin. There's not really anything to take out of any of them. And then I don't see where any of these connect either. Like there's a lot of like all the secret endings don't really make sense as a whole. I don't
Yeah, yeah,
think.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I don't know if anything's been connected at all. It seems like right.
That's a good point.
Like yeah.
Not really, because I'm
Yeah.
thinking about some of the TV shows. I mean, obviously with
Yeah.
WandaVision, there's a connection with Doctor Strange, but
Right. Yeah.
but
But
yeah, I'm
yeah,
trying to think about the other ones.
I thought
though.
like Loki would have some kind of big, like we'd see the fallout of all
Right,
the timelines diverging, and we haven't really seen. We saw like
Yeah.
obviously in Spider-Man that kind of stuff happened, but not
Mhm.
as a result from what happened in Loki.
Yeah,
It's like none of this stuff is connecting so far,
Right.
And we're already at the end of phase 4 here
Yeah.
pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe it'll start to pop up in the next
the next phase.
next phase, maybe.
Yeah,
But it feels like they're introducing a lot of stuff in the next phase. They're
Mhm.
not continuing.
yeah. But I mean,
Anything,
I don't
you know?
care to see any of these things any of these characters we've seen or anything that's been introduced this phase and the next
Mhm.
phase. I don't really, not excited for any of that. So
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, I don't mind seeing the shows and I don't mind seeing the movies, but like you can't intertwine every single thing,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like let the shows be their own thing.
hmm
Yeah.
The only thing that they have is like Moon Knight is like not really connected.
Mhm.
yeah.
That's fine. Let it be its own thing then.
Mm.
But stop trying to like you're doing too many of these crossovers. Like
Yeah.
it's too much.
Mm.
And
Just
that
focus on the main stuff, the Avengers,
Yeah.
Captain America, Doctor Strange. Like have those things. Still do what you're trying to do, but
Mhm.
yeah, when you're trying to intertwine it with all the shows you're making, it
Mhm.
just becomes jumbled. It's a mess.
Yeah,
and another it kind of sucks that you are almost forced into watching the series. You have to have Disney Plus so you know what's going on. Like they have them intertwined so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
It's like you're forced
yeah.
into watching some of these series just so like you know what I mean? If you didn't watch WandaVision and you're watching Multiverse of Madness,
Mhm.
you're gonna be like a step behind. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You
yeah.
can figure it out and keep going, but
You don't really quite know how Wanda got there. You know what I mean?
right,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, yeah, because last time you saw her in the movies, she was a hero,
Mhm.
you know, and now all of a sudden,
She's the
yeah, now she's
Yeah.
like a super villain, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of unfortunate that
Mhm.
that you are forced into that. And I'm trying to think, like, does everybody in the world, because these movies are worldwide, does everybody in the world have Disney Plus so they can watch all these different,
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
and
It's
then
just yeah.
yeah, and then bringing it back to Blade. Like,
Yeah.
is he gonna be part of this whole thing, or is it
Mm.
gonna be his own separate story? And I'm hoping that it's just his own movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like maybe it's in the same universe,
Mhm.
Mhm.
right? But like similar to Moon Knight. I'd
Yeah.
rather have that treatment than like, oh, I really want to see him with Captain America and T'Challa, and then there's a Black Avengers. I don't know. Nah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it sounds like something Disney would do.
Yeah,
Mhm.
You
yeah.
know, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'd rather him just like give me a Blade movie,
Mhm.
make it good,
Yeah.
and take your time.
Yeah. Yeah, because
I
we're gonna
want some
see
quality.
Blade fight vampires, 2 things we haven't seen in the MCU yet. You know, it's like, why? Let's leave it like
Yeah,
that.
right.
Leave that as a new
Yeah,
experience.
because now they do
Yeah.
it. Now it's gonna be like, what? There have been vampires in this
This whole-
world
this
whole
whole
time.
time? Yeah.
Did
Whole
they
time?
get hit by the blip?
Yeah.
Did they?
Oh,
Because they
yeah.
are gonna do it. I mean, they are going to merge it,
Yeah, somehow.
into the rest of this world. They
Yeah.
are gonna.
And that's fine. But like Daredevil did it perfectly. Netflix, like they talk about the event,
Yeah.
like the Battle of New York.
Right. Yeah. You don't
And-
go
but that's
into
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only connection you get in that series for the most part.
Right. And you get it. You're like, okay, I get
It's
it.
here,
It's
but
there.
now let's
That's
see
the
what
world.
he has
All
to do.
right.
I don't need to see him swinging around with Spider. Well, I mean, he has some
That
in
would
the
be
comics. He does
cool.
something with Spider-Man, but like,
Yeah.
I don't need to see him doing cosmic battles. Like, I don't need to see
Yeah.
Daredevil
Oh,
in
you
space.
Daredevil on
like,
that level. Right. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
like what? Yeah, come on.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's certain characters that should be left alone, or as far as having their own world,
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
their own
Definitely.
show and or movie, and I feel like Blade should be one of those. Where
Yeah,
it's like if it's a
100%.
vampire, we don't know, we don't need to see him go up against King the Conqueror.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
something. I didn't ask for that.
Yeah,
I want
like-
him to kill vampires in
Right.
nightclubs.
That's his
Yeah, like,
gig.
does he need to be in the next Avengers movie?
Right. Yeah. Is he? Yeah. Does he need to be? Like,
Has he yet-
an
yeah.
Avenger? Is he going to be?
Is
right.
he ever around? I don't read a lot of his comic books, but I don't feel like I've seen him a lot of the time. Sometimes he shows up in big event
Yeah,
books.
he's like here and there.
He's there. Yeah, you see
He
him there.
fights Wolverine.
Yeah,
He helps the X-Men when they turn into vampires.
Yeah, yeah.
When they turn into vampires. That's
Well,
the
yeah,
thing.
which was
Yes.
a surprisingly good run. That was
Yeah,
actually a
well,
pretty
yeah,
good
yeah,
run. Now I
it
thought it was gonna be
is.
stupid as shit, but it ended up being pretty good. But yeah, he's an expert in that
He's a
field.
vampire.
They have him
expert.
show up. Yeah,
Stays
but,
in his lane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he doesn't
right,
need to be
right.
fighting Thanos.
Exactly.
I mean,
right.
what's he
right.
gonna do? Yeah.
He's-
Stay in the sun. Like
Yeah.
that should be. Yeah,
That's a power for him.
yeah, yeah,
Is being able to be a daywalker.
yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
So yes, I don't know, man. I'm a little worried. Because
Yeah.
whenever these many changes happen on a production, they don't usually come out great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
typically a bad sign.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of just hoping. Big fan of Mashallah Ali. When I saw him, I think I said it before. It's like a year ago when we were on the podcast. I saw him in Alita as
Oh,
I forgot
yeah.
Oh
him.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
And
he
thought-
had the
yeah,
glasses
That's true. You
on.
did say that.
Mm,
Yeah.
oh,
Bro,
yeah.
he was like, I was like,
This is
this is
Blade.
Blade. This is Blade, man. The way
Yeah.
he was acting, because he plays like he had like 2 different personalities. It was great, man.
Mhm.
Okay.
Like I think if for an introduction, you guys should
Mhm.
watch Alita. But he
Yeah, if
for
you
sure
wanna
has
see him,
better
yeah.
movies out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I loved him and he played the character so well, man. And that's why I'm like, I'm looking at him, I'm looking at this movie, I'm like, man, there's like he could pull it off. But
Yeah.
it all depends on what's going on with the MCU, what's going
Yeah.
on with the script.
Which
You got to have
is-
that good foundation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like I can see him going in there and be like, no, I want this to be like a great superhero movie.
Yeah.
And I feel like MCU won't give it to him.
Those be like,
Yeah,
we'll tell you. Yeah, your talent. You sneak when spoken to.
Yeah.
You show up, you say the lines, you go home.
Yeah, you go home.
And like,
you do a
yeah,
different
we
movie.
know what's successful, and we'll, you do what we set out there for you.
Yeah. And semi on topic, I think maybe that's why DC is kind of cutting some of the crust off of their shit sandwich.
Mhm.
Maybe
Yeah.
they're trying to go for quality. Maybe
Yeah.
they're looking at
Yeah.
the MCU and they're like, why are we competing?
Yeah.
We can't keep up.
Right.
Yeah,
You
one
And they're
week,
getting a
yeah.
lot of backlash. Yeah.
One week
and they're
can't-
getting
yeah.
the backlash. So maybe they're like, let's just start
Let's
focusing.
not do what they're doing.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
try to do something
Yeah. Instead of putting
different,
out
like
like
we did
20
before.
titles a year.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Let's just execute, you know.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 and do them well.
Yeah.
And you can't compete with Marvel on that level.
Yeah.
And
This
DC
late in the
can't.
game.
Yeah, this late in the
Yeah,
game,
you
right?
can't, what, 12, 13 years later, you can't start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
This is not the time. So
Mhm.
just do what you were doing before because that's normal.
Yeah.
What Marvel's doing is not normal. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
weird. So yeah, just do what
Mm.
you do, and then if you keep shitting out quality, the results will show. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see. We'll see here with Black Adam, and they got one more coming out at the end of the year.
Is it Shazam or is that coming out next
I
year?
don't know. I'm
I
not
think
sure
that's
about
next
Shazam.
year.
Yeah, probably next
Yeah.
year. I can't think of another. I mean, does Aquaman come out this year? Later in the year?
No, that's a little ways out, I think, too.
Is it? Wow.
They got pushed back as well, yeah, and so
Hmm.
did Flash. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
I
maybe
guess we'll
just,
see.
Black Adam then.
Yeah, well, we'll see with Blade. Doesn't even look like it's even starting the film
Yeah,
yet.
it's
So
not. It's not a good. Yeah.
yeah, but
Not a
way to
good
get
start.
as well. Oh yeah, I will say though, there was the one article where Chad Stahelski, he's the director of John Wick. I guess he
Okay.
sat down with Feige and he said, he's like, you know, I don't think I can fit your guys' mold, but Blade is something I'd be interested in doing. And
Oh,
that
wow.
something he threw it out there. They said like a meeting, or it wasn't even a meeting. It's just they met up and talked or something like that.
Mhm.
And he was telling him that, but kudos to him for saying I wouldn't fit your guys' mold, the studio mold.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But
You
give
imagine
me-
though the John Wick director though handling
Yeah.
a Blade movie?
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
would
those
be
action
dope.
sequences are nuts.
Right.
So
Just give me that. Like
Yeah. For
honestly,
yeah. For
that's
real.
all we want. If we want vampire killing,
yeah.
and that's it. And that's it.
Yeah.
I don't even want a story. I
Just
don't
give
even
me-
want a
yeah.
story. I want a basic ass
Yeah.
story.
Yeah,
you know,
I
just
want-
rip it off of John Wick. I don't care. He killed
Right, he
his.
killed-
he killed his cat.
dog. Yeah, his vampire cat. Yeah,
Vampire cat, and he has to go kill the other vampire. I don't care.
yeah.
Right.
Just give me
Just
the
give me some
Blade.
great
Yeah.
action. Yeah, 'cause I don't even. Yeah, that's like oh my. John Wick is a perfect example of how you do a great action movie
Hmm.
with a very simple but meaningful storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kill his dog, he kills you. Boom. That's it.
Right, right,
That's
right.
it. That's it.
But
Simple.
I mean, it wasn't trying
Yeah.
to be like super deep.
It
or-
Right.
wasn't,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
that's the
Exactly.
thing,
You don't
yeah.
have to be.
We
Every movie
intended
doesn't
to-
have to be that.
we
yeah.
know what it is. Yeah, yeah.
This
And
is
even
what it
then,
was
like,
supposed to be.
even now, I was like, oh, this is. I would probably go murder everybody if they murdered my dog in cold blood. I would. So yeah. So that give us that, man. I just want to see Blade with his freaking sword and his
Yeah.
like battering things, not battering
Batterings.
things, but like he has his throwing things, his silver
rings.
fingerings. He has those
Yeah.
silver things that he throws, and they like, you know.
Yeah, I like to have a nice story, but just give me killing vampires. That's it.
Yeah, I get great over the top, awesome action
Yeah. Some
sequences.
supernatural.
Yeah.
Action sequences. A little bit
Yeah.
in there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I might just go back and watch the first two Blades, man. That might be
Not the third one.
no.
There's a third one.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's the right answer.
That's
Yeah.
the one with Deadpool.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is.
He is in it. He's in
Yeah,
that.
that's when he showed
Ryan
up all
Reynolds.
jacked. I was
Sousa-
like,
yeah.
the hell
Oh, he
happened to
was
him?
super ripped. Yeah, he
Right,
was
that was
ripped, and then like
crazy.
Jessica Biel in her prime. Yeah, good era, but good formula. Triple H is in it.
Triple
Yeah.
H is in it.
Yeah.
That's right. I
uh,
don't know why, but he's in it.
yeah, but yeah, no, just don't give us that. But yeah, I don't know.
I thought he would have made a good Sabretooth.
Ooh.
Triple H.
Oh yeah,
He would
in
have made
his
a good
prime.
Sabretooth. In his prime.
In his
yes,
prime, yeah.
In his prime.
yeah.
For sure.
He's big.
He's huge.
Yeah, good long hair. That's
Yeah,
already.
yeah,
that's already
yeah.
it.
Yeah, he's
throw a beard on him.
90%.
Yeah, just throw a
Mhm.
beard on him and
Give him
make
some
his
of the
eyes.
mutton chops. or
Yeah, the mutton
whatever.
chops and his
Right.
contacts make him like slit like
Little
the
cat eye looking things.
Yeah, then you see it. He's there.
Wow.
Cool. Any more thoughts on Blade then?
Worried, but I'm still gonna watch it when it comes out. But yeah, I'm worried.
The saving
Yeah.
grace is that Marshall Ali's attached, and that's
Right,
that's
right,
pretty
right.
much
And
it.
yeah.
In the words of
He should be good.
Captain America, just do better.
Do better. That's it, guys.
Do
That's
better.
the
Take your
best-
own advice.
Yeah, I always take your own advice and just do better. That's it. That's all the advice I'm giving you.
So, yeah, that's all you
Yeah.
need.
Perfect. Cool. That's that. Then.
Cool. All right, that's our talk about Blade.
Yeah. Now you know.
Yeah, let
what's
us know what your
going
guys' thoughts are.
Mhm.
Shoot us a message, or or
Yeah.
don't. I don't care. Whatever.
there you go.
You guys don't anyway, so
we care.
We can.
Yeah.
But just whatever.
yeah, I care, but like I care more about your right to choose and to do what you please in your life.
Okay. There
I want to
do
do what I want to do in my life, so don't. Yeah,
you do
yeah.
the same.
You do the same.
But
yeah.
yes, now you know what's going on with the new Blade movie.
Stuck the landing.
So,
Yeah, yeah. You're welcome.
All right.
But yeah, you heard it here,
Ta-da.
right here on the greatest podcast of all time, called
Called
Yo,
Geek Off the Street.
This is a new thing for us,
Yeah,
guys.
we're getting used to
we're
the
figuring it
format.
out.
We'll figure it out.
Be
We'll
patient.
get there. Yeah.
Be patient.
Thanks.